Jenny, where are you right now?
What do you mean? I'm just at school.
You need to get out there right this second.
What? What are you talking about?
Leave the school right now. I'm being serious.
But today is our graduation ceremony. It's just about to start. I can't just leave.
Now isn't the time to be worrying about your graduation. I need you to get to the airport as fast as you can right now to go see your grandpa.
What? You want me to leave to see Grandpa? But he lives all the way in Alaska.
I know. Don't worry though. I already bought you your tickets. I'll send them to your email or something so that you can just get on the plane.
Hold on for just a second and tell me why I need to go right now.
I don't have to explain anything. Just do what I say, okay?
Well, then I'm sorry, but the answer is no. This is my high school graduation that we are talking about here. I wanted to stay after the ceremony and take pics with my friends and go out afterwards.
Your mom is already on her way. She should be there soon.
What do you mean by that? Mom is dead.
I don't know how else to say this, but she's still alive. We got a divorce when you were only 10 months old. I know I should have told you before, but I just couldn't bring myself to tell you.
You're kidding me. I can't believe this.
And she was just a terrible, terrible woman. As soon as she gave birth to you, she went back to drinking, which always made her turn violent. I know it wasn't the environment that I wanted you raised in.
Is that really what happened?
That's right. And she is always trying to ask me for money, even though I've been taking care of you. Even though we're divorced and I don't owe her anything, she always threatens to come and take you if I don't.
Wow. She sounds like a real train wreck of a person.
Usually I just give her the money to keep the peace, but I didn't mean to, but I let it slip to her that it was your graduation and now she's insisting on coming to see you.
Well, is that really so bad?
Of course it's really that bad. She was saying something about how you were probably walking around with tons of graduation money and that she wanted to take it all from you for herself.
She wants to rob her own daughter of her graduation money?
She's going to ruin the whole event for everyone when she gets there.
Well, what are we going to do? We can't let that happen.
I'll tell you. You're going to do as I say and fly all the way up to Alaska. I'll explain everything to your teachers.
But that isn't fair! I wanted to hang out with my friends afterwards!
Please, you can't even imagine how bad things are going to get if you don't leave.
But Dad, it's not fair.
I know it isn't, but you don't know your mom and she really isn't a woman to be underestimated. She turns into a violent monster when she's after something she wants.
Is she really that awful of a person?
Please, just go before it's too late and you regret not leaving.
This sucks! I shouldn't have to do this! What about my clothes? Shouldn't I go home and pack some things?
There isn't time. You'll have to buy what you need once you're at Grandma and Grandpa's house.
My name is Jenny, and I am a high school student. Or rather, I was, but I graduated today. It doesn't feel like I did, though, since I had to leave the ceremony early. This totally sucks. After the ceremony, everyone is going to get to hang out, take selfies, and party. But not me. My mother left us when I was really little, and I was raised by my dad and my grandma. I love my grandma. She is always very kind. My dad is usually busy with work and is barely even home on the weekends. Thankfully, I have lots of friends at school and enjoy every day. My dad explained to the school why I had to leave the ceremony to go to the airport. They're just going to mail my diploma to Alaska. I just never could have imagined just how bad things would actually get. So, what happened today? Did she end up showing up at my school after all?
She was dragged out of the school right as she was about to take her seat in the chair reserved for me.
So she got inside the school? And you were there too?
Yeah, I was there too. I went to make sure that she didn't do anything too crazy.
But couldn't you have just done the same thing and let me go through with the ceremony all the same?
I was only lucky that I arrived on time today. If I hadn't, then things might have gotten seriously bad.
But why do we have to run away from her? My friends are already sending me all the pics they took afterwards. I am so bummed over this, Dad.
Your mom isn't a woman whose moves you can predict.
Well, I will admit, it is nice being with my grandma and grandpa. I miss their cooking a lot. Also, we went shopping for some essentials today.
Well, that's a relief to hear. Tell them I send my love and thanks for taking care of you.
No problem. I'll let them know.
Jenny, sweetie, is this your number?
Sorry, may I ask who I'm talking to, please?
It's your mother.
The alcoholic who ruined my graduation?
Alcoholic? What on earth do you mean by that?
Did you really think I was just going to let you steal my money? It's all your fault that I wasn't able to walk or go to any graduation parties.
Whatever do you mean? I would never do anything like that to you.
Only because you couldn't. Because Dad stopped you at the very last second. And just how did you get my number anyways?
Yesterday, I was asking around at the school if anyone knew it. I found some of your friends who were willing to tell me. Also, congrats on your graduation.
Friends? Like who? Do you know their names?
I think one of them was named Sarah or something.
Oh, her. I bet I know who you're talking about.
I know I shouldn't have been asking for your number, but I just wanted to talk to you so badly and didn't know of any other way to reach you.
Well, it sure seems that you didn't want anything to do with me when I was a baby. What do you want now?
What are you talking about?
I mean that when I was just 10 months old, you were a violent alcoholic who abandoned her family.
I honestly have no idea what you mean. Is that what your dad told you?
That's right! How could you do that? How could you just abandon your newborn child?
I never did anything like that, I swear.
Then how come I've never met you? Where were you? If you're going to try and give me excuses for what you did, I don't want to hear it.
Please, Jenny, just listen to me, okay? After I gave birth to you, I had to stay in the hospital longer than expected.
Wait, really?
And when I was finally discharged and went home, the house was completely empty. No one was there, and I realized that I was the one who had been abandoned.
No, that can't be. You're lying to me.
I'm afraid not. I was completely devastated. Ever since that day, I have dedicated myself to trying to find you again. I'm so happy that I finally have. Your father and his mom always thought I was too weak to ever be a good mother. They forced me into a divorce that I didn't want.
Is all this really true?
It is. In fact, the one who was drinking and spending all of our money was actually your dad. I've been so worried about you being raised by a man like that for all these years.
But Dad never drinks at home.
Of course not. But he drinks when he goes out, doesn't he? I told him that if he ever let his drinking affect you, that I would stop sending him money.
What do you mean, send him money? I thought that Dad was paying you to stay away from me.
He told me that my postpartum depression made it so that I would never be able to raise you properly, so I should just pay him if I wanted to do my part.
But that isn't what Dad told me. I don't know who to believe anymore.
I know. And I also know that it isn't fair of me to message you suddenly like this and expect you to believe me. Tell me, have you heard of the author, Francine Weathers?
Of course I know who Francine Weathers is. I've read most of her books.
Well, she's me.
What? No, that can't be.
Ever since I lost you, I felt like I lost my direction in life. I was deeply depressed and just started writing, and before I knew it, I had some awards and was being published across the world.
You're like a best-selling author.
Well, do you really think that someone in my position would lie about the things I've just told you now?
Well, since you're an author, maybe that means you're even better at lying than other people.
Please believe me. I promise that I'm telling the truth. It was only when my books really started selling that your dad started demanding money from me.
But Dad already has a job. Why would he need money from you?
If I had to guess, it would probably be to gamble with.
What do you mean?
Is he home most weekends?
Hardly ever. He's always busy, whether it's work, business trips, or going out for fishing.
Well, I know for a fact that his company doesn't do business trips and most people there don't care about fishing.
Wait, so then Dad really was lying to me?
I send him about $3,000 a month for child support, you know.
You send that much money?
I just want to know, do you feel like he was using that money to help raise you?
No, Dad is usually pretty strict about money. He only gave me $30 a month for allowance until I turned 16 and he made me get a job. He told me I have to save up money to buy things I want. But now that you mention it, Grandma does seem to have a ton of items from expensive brands.
It's because she is in on it too. They both are.
You're telling me that even Grandma is trying to get money from you? I can't believe this. I always thought they were so kind.
It sounds like they are taking money from me and then spending just enough on you to see that you're living comfortably, but not much else.
You mean they're supposed to be spending all of that money on me instead?
That is the idea, yes.
But when my dad took me and left you, you weren't even a writer. Did you even have money back then?
Well, my family has always been pretty rich, so he was always asking for money. The amount just increased drastically after I became a well-known author. But there has never been a time in the past 18 years where I wasn't paying him.
You mean you've really been sending Dad money ever since I was just 10 months old?
Of course I was. If he was going to raise you, I wanted to make sure that my daughter didn't grow up wanting.
Well then, why did Dad make me come all the way up to Alaska?
Because I always come into town to see you when there is an event. Whether it was your first day of school, your middle school graduation, or your tennis matches. Everything.
Do you really mean it?
Of course I do. But I think he got wise to me and was scared of what I might say to you. I told him that I would only pay him until you graduate college, so he knows that he only has 4 years of that left and he must be getting desperate. I really wanted to talk to you when you turned 18. He must have known something was up, so he sent you far away.
So you mean that's the real reason why I couldn't finish my graduation ceremony?
Jenny, would you like to come and live with me?
Hold on a second. This is all so sudden. I have a lot that I need to talk about with my dad.
Yes, maybe it would be good if you two have a little time to chat.
I'll message you again later, okay?
I'll be here.
Hey, Dad. Are you there? Do you have a second to talk?
Of course I do, Jenny. What's the matter?
Is it true that Mom pays you money every month?
What are you talking about? Who told you something crazy like that?
Does it really matter? Can you just please answer the question for me?
Of course she doesn't. I pay her, remember?
Oh man, I don't even know who to trust anymore. This is so hard. Why are adults such good liars?
Jenny, please. I'm telling you the truth. Won't you listen to me?
Dad, I think that I want to move out.
What do you mean? You're still way too young to be living on your own.
Are you really worried about me leaving? Or is it that you think if I move out, then Mom will stop sending you money?
Okay, no, hold on for just 1 second. Who are you talking to that is putting all these ideas in your head?
I know the truth, Dad. All of it. Just be honest with me, okay?
Well, I would never lie to you. You know that.
Well, then tell me what you do on the weekends.
I have to work most weekends. Then sometimes I need to take clients out fishing. You know that I do all of this for you, right?
You're lying to me. You don't go fishing and you don't take any business trips.
What are you talking about, Jenny?
I mean that I know the truth and you're lying to me right now.
Wait, just listen to me, please. Have you been talking to your mom lately?
I was just messaging with her, actually.
Well, she's the liar. You can't trust her. That woman is crazy.
Which one of you is the real liar? If I find out that you've been lying to me for the past 18 years, basically my whole life, I will never, ever forgive you.
Jenny, please. It's me, your dad. Trust me.
Can I really trust you?
Of course you can, dear. You know that your dad would never ever lie to you.
I really wish that you didn't say that.
What do you mean? What's the matter now?
After I finished talking with Mom, she sent me a picture on my phone.
A picture of what?
A letter that you had written.
A letter? What are you talking about?
Thanks for always sending the $3,000. Jenny is about to start middle school and I want you to increase it to $5,000.
Oh, that letter.
It's your handwriting, Dad.
Right. Well, this is just a big misunderstanding.
Are you really going to try and make excuses for this?
Please, you don't understand. It was just going to cost more than I originally thought to raise you. You were going through puberty.
Oh, really? Because I don't remember seeing enough in my life to justify those numbers. Do you remember how many birthdays you just took me out to Applebee's? It's not like I was going to private school or anything, and I even had to wait until I was 15 to get my first phone.
Well, I had to pay for a lot of things before I could afford to get you a phone.
Well, then why is Grandma so rich? I saw her buy a new Chanel handbag just the other day. I know that she isn't getting that much from her Social Security. So where is the money coming from?
Okay, please. Let me explain.
Are you finally going to admit what I already know?
Fine. Yes, it's true.
Even about the gambling?
Ah, crap. You know about that too?
You must have just been so tickled these past 18 years, begging for money and claiming it was for me while you and Grandma just lived it up.
No, please, you don't understand. I really was asking for the money for you.
Oh, please. I don't even want to hear it, okay?
But you have to believe me. It's the truth.
I can't believe you. You're a liar, and I'll never trust you again.
Please don't say that. I'm your dad.
You've ruined every single memory I've ever had with you. You made it so that I had to miss my high school graduation to go to Alaska.
You're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I really am so sorry, Jenny.
Well, I'm going to go and live with Mom from now on.
What do you mean?
She invited me to go and live with her, and so far she's the only family I have that hasn't lied to me.
No, please, you can't do that. You have to stay here with me.
Are you really trying this again? Even if I don't go back, Mom already said she isn't going to be sending any more money now that she knows you've been using it all on yourself.
Please, I'll ask her for the money so that you can go to whatever school that you want. It doesn't matter the price.
You're pathetic, Dad.
You don't understand. I have such a huge debt right now. I need your mom's money to help get out of this really bad pinch.
You're unbelievable. Maybe you should ask Grandma to sell some of her handbags to help you out.
You don't know her like I do. That crotchety old woman would never give her bags up.
Well, I guess at least now I see where you get it from.
Jenny, you have been a very important source of income for me for more than 18 years. You can't leave and stop all that now.
My life is a total lie thanks to you. Do you even realize that? You stabbed your own daughter in the back. Don't even bother apologizing because I just don't want to hear it, okay?
But I need money. Really badly. You have to help me.
No. I'm going to take my life into my hands and try to make up for all the years I've lost with my mom. As for you, well, you can just go to hell. Good luck with your debt.
Jenny. Hello? Are you there, Jenny? Did you block me? Please don't do this to me. You have to help me. I'm your dad!
Dad was eventually forced to take a dangerous job on a fishing boat to help pay his debt. His mom, unable to stop herself from buying expensive things, quickly fell into debt herself without the money from my mother. That same day, I flew away and my mom picked me up at the airport in New York. I could tell immediately that she was really my mother. And her eyes were so kind. She gave me a big hug the moment she saw me. I was stunned at how huge her house was. She took me up to the second story and showed me the room she had prepared just for me. I was only there for the summer, but I got into college in Queens and visit Mom every weekend. She takes me out for fancy meals, but we order takeout plenty of times as well. I felt like I was only alive to make my dad money. But now that I am getting to spend time with a parent that loves me unconditionally, I have to say, this is the most happy I have ever been.
Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. See you next time.
Ms. Aaron, I am so sorry about what happened last time. Especially after I received that bereavement pay and time off after my grandmother's funeral. I feel awful. But that wasn't really true. I actually just ended up taking a trip with my boyfriend. I hate that I deceived you like that.
Of course I wanted you to apologize for that, but that's not the only thing. I think there's something bigger that you owe me an apology for, isn't there? You know what you did.
Oh, you mean the whole thing about my boyfriend being your fiancé? Well, I guess he's your ex-fiancé now. It's not that big of a deal. I don't see any reason why I would need to apologize for that. I didn't do anything wrong.
Are you serious? You don't think that's something you need to apologize to me about?
I mean, yeah. All I did was go after someone that I was attracted to. It really isn't my fault if the guy that I was attracted to and asked out ended up having a girlfriend. It's not like I broke the law or whatever, so there's really no reason to apologize. You're being so overdramatic.
Are you serious, Maddie? I know you were only 20 years old, so there's a lot of things that I'm sure you're not really aware of yet. You still have a lot to learn about life. But stealing someone else's fiancé is definitely not the same as stealing a boyfriend. Do you understand? In case you weren't aware, there are serious consequences. Financial and emotional consequences I can sue you for.
Are you kidding me? You can't sue me. That's stupid. It's not illegal for two people who are just simply expressing their love for each other. We couldn't help it. It's love. So I don't think I really need to apologize to you for anything. It doesn't really make sense to.
Excuse me.
And by the way, why am I the only one you're so mad at? If you're going to be mad at me, you should also be mad at Tyler, too. He also lied to you. I mean, after all, he's the one who had interest in another woman while he was dating you. Honestly, I think that's a lot worse between the two.
I don't need you to tell me. Trust me, Tyler will be getting an earful, too. But I really hate your self-righteous and entitled attitude. I mean, seriously? You went after another woman's man and you won't even apologize. You don't even feel any remorse for your actions. Don't mess with me. I'm warning you.
Oh, wow. You're so scary. I'm trembling in my boots. Miss Single is throwing a temper tantrum. That's really dangerous. Just because you missed your chance to get married, you're really getting so mad over literally nothing.
What?
There are plenty of other fish in the sea. Even if Tyler didn't work out, just cut your losses and move on. No big deal. You can just find another boyfriend. But instead, you keep going on and staying angry about this thing. I think it's a waste of your time. You know, you're really good at your job, but I have to say I'm finding the way you handle your personal life super questionable.
I can't believe you would talk to me that way. You're literally a child. How dare you? You don't know anything about me.
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot. You're basically over the hill already. Aren't you like 38? Kind of old, don't you think? I'm only 20, but sometimes I forget just how much older you are than me. Although I don't know how, looking at you. It's definitely going to be a lot harder for you to find another boyfriend at that age. No man is going to want some over-the-hill old hag like you.
Right. Says the man stealing slut whore.
Well, I mean, did I lie? At 38, even if you do find someone willing to marry you, you certainly don't have the body anymore to be having kids. And if that's the case, I would feel so bad for your husband and his parents. They'll never get to have grandkids. You know, now that I think about it, you might be doing everyone a favor if you just stay single forever instead. You should start thinking about that kind of life. It would really save everyone a lot of trouble and heartache.
What the hell are you even going on about?
I think it's best for everyone if you just give up on the idea of marriage. What do you think? Even if you go around trying to chase men, you'll be resigned to a miserable single existence. You should actually be thanking me for helping you realize all of this sooner rather than later.
What?
Well, I have to go now, but it was really nice talking to you. But I'll see you at work next week.
I didn't think you'd be at the same place as me on a business trip during my trip. Imagine my shock when that's how you ended up catching me cheating on you.
I can't believe that you would ever betray me like that. Especially after we announced that we were going to get married. I was so embarrassed. You even said that you were finally going to meet my parents sometime this year. Instead, you go out and cheat on me with some younger woman at my company.
Whoa, chill out. No need to get so aggressive about it. Kind of uncalled for. It wasn't something I did on a whim, okay? I actually really took the time to think about it and picked out Maddie for a reason.
Excuse me? What the hell?
Erin, you have to know that I loved you so much. I mean, you're a great cook. We vibe pretty well together. I think you're a good woman. But there's just something about having a woman who's younger and, you know, massive jugs. I mean, can you really blame me?
You have got to be kidding me right now. You really threw away our entire relationship. All that time we spent together over something as stupid as that.
What are you talking about? I think that it's a very valid reason. I mean, I'm looking for someone that I'm going to be spending the rest of my life with. I don't want to have to compromise, and I shouldn't have to. You understand, right?
But I'm the one who stuck by you all this time. It's been almost 6 years. 6 years of my life that I wasted on you. And yet you're just going to dump me for that man-stealing whore that you've only known for a couple of months? That's how much you'd rather have some younger woman. Is Maddie really that much better than me?
I don't think how long we've been together has anything to do with whether or not I want to actually marry you. Besides, I only ever went out with you in the first place because you were working at our business partner's office. It was just convenient and a bit of fun. And now that I think about it, you should be thanking me for being willing to go out with you in the first place. And for 6 whole years, too. I mean, you're welcome.
Come again?
I was really focused on improving my own performance at the company back then. And I was trying to find any way that I could to get ahead and impress my boss. So, I thought it'd be a good idea if I started dating an employee at our business partners. If my bosses knew I could make good relations with our partners, then I'd be making a really good impression on them. But honestly, it was like it was all for nothing because no matter what I did, you left work out of it and never did any favors for me or my company. You wouldn't even give me any kind of inside scoop or valuable information that I could pass along to my bosses to give us the upper edge. Nothing! I wanted to break up with you after a month of that torture. I almost didn't think it was worth it.
Wait, what?
But you ended up being hella good at cooking and you were a decent woman, so I stayed with you. It's not like I had any other options at that point, so I thought, might as well. So I really did you a favor by going out with you for the last 5 years, but I'm over it now. I already gave you 6 valuable years of my life, even though you were already basically over the hill. What a waste. Those 6 years didn't really mean anything to me anyway. It was just kind of... meh.
Why are you saying all of these cruel things? How can you mean any of that? You told me that I was love at first sight for you. You lied to me? Are you telling me that you only ever went out with me to better your own business? You're such a bastard! You never loved me like you said you did.
Yeah, sorry about that. The only person I truly love is Maddie. Didn't mean to make you think any different. I mean, Maddie is so different from you, and young and beautiful. How could I not love her? Not to mention she's going to push my company to her bosses from now on, too. It looks like my company's going to finally get to sign that deal, thanks to her. Isn't that great?
Oh, really? Well, you can do whatever you want, I guess. I don't care anymore. I hope you have a nice life. I'll just send back all of your stuff that you left at my place.
As long as you cover the postage, too. Thanks. I promised Maddie that I would buy her an engagement ring soon, so I'm really trying to save up on that. I saw a really nice one, but they're just so expensive.
Why are you telling me this? It has nothing to do with me, and I don't care. And you know what? You can just throw all of my stuff away as long as I never have to see your stupid face ever again. In fact, I never even want to hear your name or anything involving you ever. Good riddance. Ms. Erin! How are you? I'm sure you've heard about my wedding that's happening soon, and I just wanted to reach out to let you know that of course you are invited to. I mean, since everyone else at the company already RSVP'd, it wouldn't feel right unless you were there too. After all, we are all one big family. Did you hit your head? Of course I'm not going. I'm literally your fiancé's ex. It wouldn't make sense if I showed up. Nobody at our company knows that we were ever together, but socially, it wouldn't be acceptable if I were there. It would just be awkward for everyone involved. What? I don't care about that. You have to come. It won't be the same without you. Besides, it would really mean a lot to me if you came. It would be terrible if you didn't. I'm confused. You mean as your co-worker, I should come and say hi or something? No, I don't really care about that. It would just be more enjoyable for me if you came to my wedding. I mean, getting to watch your reaction as I married Tyler after he called off your engagement and dumped you for me? That would make this the wedding of the century. There's no way I'm going to let an opportunity like this pass me up. When would something like this ever happen to me again? I need to take advantage of it while I can. You are such an annoying little bitch! You should be ashamed of yourself, taking joy in other people's pain. You've got a lot of courage saying that kind of thing to me. I'm taking that as a compliment. You know, I think that's the first time you've said something that nice to me. That wasn't meant to be nice. Whatever. It's your wedding. If you're so adamant about having me there, then I'll be there, I guess. I suppose it'd be weird if everyone else from our company is there and I'm the only one who didn't show up. So even if it's just to keep people from talking. Besides, it would be a lot more trouble than it's worth if people started rumors about why I didn't show up to the wedding. Oh! You mean like when people start to wonder why the single boss is acting so jealous at her employee's wedding? That would be hilarious! A rumor like that would spread like wildfire. Especially if I'm the one to start it. Well, in that case, I guess you can reserve a seat for me at your wedding. Sounds great! I can't wait. Actually, I should have mentioned this earlier, but if you have a boyfriend or anything, feel free to bring him along too. That way, if anyone tries to make fun of you at the wedding, then you'll have a way to shut them up. As the person who is making the most fun of me, I don't think that's your place to say anything. Oops! Sorry about that. I forgot that you've completely given up on finding a boyfriend and resigned yourself to single life. That whole bring a boyfriend thing was a terrible thing for me to say, considering that you'll never be able to find one. What? Now that that's all cleared up, feel free to come alone. But make sure you're not being creepy and trying to fish for a man at my wedding. You don't want to make a fool of yourself. Right, of course. No worries. I'll be sure to come with my husband then. OMG! You are so funny. You're such a liar. What are you saying? Maybe the shock of having your fiancé stolen hit you so hard that you've conjured up an imaginary husband. Time to go to the loony bin.
How rude. I really have a husband. You literally just said that if I had a boyfriend, I could bring him along, so if that's the case, I thought I could just bring my husband. You know, if that's okay with you, of course.
Oh, please. I don't believe you for a second. But sure. If you have a husband that you've been hiding away this whole time, then you are more than welcome to bring him. I'll be sure to have a laugh when we see that he's not actually real and you're exposed as a delusional liar. But just remember, you can't just suddenly cancel and say he can't come the day before the wedding or something. It costs a lot of money to make sure every person is accounted for.
Oh, he'll be there. So please make sure I have a plus one for your wedding. He's a member of our board, so make sure you watch your mouth around him. Wouldn't want you saying anything that could possibly get you in trouble.
Wait, what? He's a board member.
Yep. If that's all, I'll see you at the wedding.
What the hell is going on, Aaron? What game are you playing here? I can't believe that not only did you actually bring a husband, but he's actually a member of our board. How in the world did you land that silver fox? I mean, Mr. Mason is rich and charming and everyone loves him and you're... well, you! There must be something else going on.
Oh, I didn't realize Edward was so popular with everyone at the office.
Yeah, he's super popular and all of us girls have been trying to get his attention for months. He's super tall, he always looks crazy hot, and he's super successful. He's like the youngest member of the board by, 30 years. He's never pretentious and always such a gentleman around us. So of course everyone is in love with him. We all basically gave up because there was a rumor going around the office that he had a model girlfriend. There was no way any of us thought we'd ever be able to compete with that. So how the hell is he your husband? He's way out of your league.
A model girlfriend? I think you all got that little rumor wrong. I mean, I guess his little sister is a model, but obviously she hasn't had a girlfriend in a while. Or at least, he never had a girlfriend as far as I'm concerned.
Huh?
We actually went to the same high school, so I've known Edward for years. We've always been really good friends in school, and even after we graduated, we would meet up all the time for the occasional drink to catch up. Edward and I have always been pretty close. Of course, we didn't really hang out as often once I got a boyfriend. It didn't really seem appropriate at the time. But after I broke up with Tyler, it had been a while since I'd last seen him, so we decided to just meet up for a drink. And of course, one thing led to another, and here we are.
What? I didn't know you guys were classmates or even friends. You never told me that. Why would you hide that from me?
I didn't think that conversation was appropriate for the workplace. Besides, why would I tell you anything? And Edward really likes to keep his personal and professional life separate. We're both very private people. So of course it would have never come up. We're not even friends.
But how did any of that lead to you guys getting married? It makes no sense. It's only been 2 months since Tyler dumped you. There's no way this happened in that short amount of time.
Oh, that. Well, I suppose you could blame it on the alcohol. When we met up for the first time in a while, we realized that we both liked each other all this time and decided to give it a try. And as you can see, it worked out pretty well. Neither of us were getting any younger, so we decided, why the hell not? We've been friends forever, so we knew we'd get along really well. We just needed a little push.
Are you kidding me? I cannot believe you just got married to that hunk on a whim!
You might not be able to believe it, but to tell you the truth, we're both enjoying married life pretty well, if you know what I mean. We had both kind of given up on the idea of marriage, but now that we're doing it, it's actually kind of fun getting to live with someone.
This is insane! After all that work I put into stealing your fiancé, and then you go and pull this stunt? I mean, Tyler makes a good salary, and he's ambitious and motivated in his career. I'm about to marry Tyler because I thought that he would make me happy. I was going to be a trophy wife. But you had to go and marry someone better than him. Why can't you just stay miserable and single and let me win? If Edward's a member of our board, then he must be making, what, Like $200,000 a year? That's not fair. And I heard he owns a bunch of different properties too.
Wow, you really know a lot about him. Stalker much? But again, none of that's true. Edward's parents just dabble in real estate. No big deal.
What? His parents are in real estate? You have to be kidding me! It's not fair that his parents are successful too!
Oh my god, you're so annoying. Who cares what's fair and what's not? It doesn't really have anything to do with any of this. You're about to marry Tyler and live happily ever after, like you always wanted. So what are you still complaining about? So it's totally inappropriate that you're acting so jealous of someone else's husband. A little late for that, don't you think?
But I didn't think you'd show me up like that. I can't believe you would do that. This was supposed to be my day. I was supposed to be able to enjoy myself making fun of your sad, miserable butt in the audience while I got married to your ex-fiancé. But you just had to go and take away all of the fun and attention. How dare you try to ruin my wedding day? I don't even want to go through with it anymore. There's no point. It's all ruined. I hope you're happy.
Okay, so why don't you just cancel the wedding if it upsets you so much? I just came to celebrate the bride and groom like everyone else. But if the bride is just going to go on and on about how she shouldn't be marrying her groom, then it's kind of a wet blanket on the whole day.
Please don't be so mean to me. It's my wedding day. And besides, whose fault is it that I'm so upset? You're the one that had to go and ruin the entire day for me.
What are you going on about? Don't blame me for your problems. And if you're actually going to cancel, you might want to get on that. You're supposed to be at work after this anyway. But just know that if you cancel your wedding now, you're the one that's going to have to accept responsibilities for all of that.
Excuse me? What do you mean I have to be at work after this? No, I'm not. Why do I have to be at work? It's my wedding day.
Maddie, it's come to my attention that you've been leaking confidential company information to external sources. I think we both know that's something we can't have happening. You've been telling Tyler information that he shouldn't have, and he could very well have told his own company, compromising our business.
What now?
Oh, don't be so dense. Tyler told me all about it when he broke up with me. He also mentioned that you promised him that you would try to promote his business as a partner to ours to try and get them a deal. And now that I've been keeping a closer eye on it, I've also noticed that the number of dealings and contracts with Tyler's company has been increasing. And you've just been approving all of the price increases that his company has been sending over. Not to mention, I looked over our records because something seemed off, and I found out that you've been placing over double the number of orders at his company than we have in previous years.
That's all just a coincidence. That doesn't mean that I had anything to do with any of that. And the price increase is just because the products themselves are more expensive, so the only thing I could do was pay for those at the higher price. It was totally out of my control.
But you have to at least still check prices and compare them with competitors to make sure we're getting the better deal. But instead, you're letting your relationship cloud your judgment and affect your work. Our company wants to save as much money as possible, not just throw it around all willy-nilly.
Well, yeah. I mean, of course, but...
When I talked to the people in accounting, they were confused by the charges you were making, too. They said they felt like you were taking advantage of them recently. You've not only been taking advantage of the company to help Tyler, but you've been leaking company information.
No! I haven't told him anything important. How could I? I'm still new to the company, and I don't even handle any confidential information, so I couldn't have possibly told anyone anything. And if I did mention anything about work, it was all just small talk, nothing big.
That so-called small talk is what can lead to the downfall of the entire company. Depending on who overhears it, that small talk could be everything they need. You know what they say. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Just because you didn't think it was important doesn't mean that someone else didn't. You could be leaking company secrets and not even realize it.
Okay, now you're just being overdramatic. You are just so stubborn. I mean, do you even hear how ridiculous you sound right now?
I'm not the only one who thinks your recent behavior poses a risk to our company. The higher-ups have already been alerted about your behavior, and let me be the first to tell you, they are not happy.
What?
I'm thinking that after the wedding, they're going to want to have a little talk with you to discuss your position with the company and really bring down the hammer.
You know how strict our company policies are against those who leak company information. Remember what happened to Irene? Oof, I would not want to be you right now. You're kidding. Wait a minute. You mean they might fire me? Are you telling me that they might fire me for just having some light conversation with my husband? I didn't even do anything. Well, I would say I feel bad that you might be getting a punishment this harsh, but it's not like they haven't done it to other employees in the past. You certainly wouldn't be the first. No, wait! If I'm fired, then I won't have a job! That's usually how that works. So, if you go through with canceling your wedding, not only will you not have a husband, but you'll also be unemployed. Wow, I would hate to be you right now. That can't happen to me! Not having a husband or a job? That would literally be my own personal hell! Well then, you better figure out if you're actually going to cancel your wedding or not soon. You should really be more considerate of all of your guests. We've all been waiting in the lobby, and it's extremely rude of you to make us all wait out here for so long.
What the hell, Aaron? What did you do? Because of you, I got fired from my job too. I hope you're happy. You've ruined my entire future. And for what?
What are you talking about?
Because you're the one that fired Maddie. Well, your little petty actions are causing backlash and are affecting me too. And this morning I was called in by my boss and fired. Apparently they didn't like that I was getting all of that information through an informal channel, and they heard about what Maddie was doing in favor of our company because of our relationship. They didn't want any of that to possibly blow up in their faces in the future for being unethical or whatever, so they decided it would be best for the company if they dismissed me before anything like that happened. Said I was more trouble than I was worth.
Well, well, well. What goes around comes around. That really sucks for you, doesn't it?
Yeah. So what are you going to do about it? Now, Maddie and I are both unemployed. Just because you were a little upset that I dumped you doesn't give you the right to ruin our lives like that. That's going way too far.
What am I gonna do?
I heard about your new husband from Maddie. The fact that you would marry someone who makes more money than me and has more houses and whatever. You definitely just did that to spite us, didn't you? You were really that jealous? You just wanted to make me feel like less of a man. I cannot believe that you would stoop so low.
Sorry to disappoint, but I didn't do any of that to spite you. Despite what you might think. My husband just happens to be a board member, that's all.
You liar. You must have so many regrets not getting to marry me. That's why you married a man like that. Just to spite me. I see right through your little facade. Pathetic much. But fine. If you're really going to try so hard, I'll take you back. You didn't have to go through all that trouble. I'll get divorced with Maddie so you and I can get married. Happy now?
Now wait a damn second. Why is that even a conversation that we're having right now? Where did that even come from?
Well, compared to my unemployed wife, I guess if I had to choose, I'd rather be married to someone with a job, even if you are old. So you finally get what you want. You win. Let's get married. But after we get married, you'll have to support the both of us.
Tempting, but I think I'm going to have to turn down your generous offer. Goodbye now.
Wait, what? You don't want to be married to me? Are you kidding? But you have to have at least some regrets about not being with me anymore, right?
Actually, no. I'm pretty happy with the way things turned out. Dodged a bullet, am I right? I'm doing great with my husband, and honestly, I really haven't given you a single thought.
What?
And it's kind of funny that the two of you got fired at the same time. Isn't it so cute when couples match? You two are a match made in heaven. So I suggest you hold off on the divorce and work through it together, like two grown adults. I think it's best that we all just have a clean break and wish each other the best. After both losing their jobs, Maddie and Tyler quietly moved to Tyler's hometown. Last I heard, they were helping out at his family's farm. According to Maddie, this wasn't what she had originally imagined married life to be, and she didn't get married just so she could move out to the middle of nowhere and become some farmer's wife. At least that's what she complains about every day, but after bragging to all of her friends from home about how she was going to get married at only 20 years old, she's much too embarrassed to ever go home, considering how her life turned out. So instead, Maddie has learned to help out at the family farm every day, scooping manure and collecting chicken eggs. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe for more content like this. See you next time.
Claire, it's me. Naomi, you're alive. Yes, I can't believe it myself, but I'm alive and better than ever. Oh my gosh, Naomi, you actually woke up from your coma? I can't believe this. The doctor even confirmed that the chance of recovery was extremely low. You were asleep for 5 years, Naomi. Almost everyone gave up and didn't think you'd be able to make it. I know. It's a miracle. I know this is a lot to ask, especially when I just woke up from a coma, but could you just keep it between you and me for now? I can't answer any questions right now, but I need you to promise me that you won't tell anyone about this. What do you mean? Everyone will be so happy to hear this news. I have to let our families know. No, Claire, you have to listen to me. I know this is weird, but you can't tell anyone about this, including my husband and the rest of our families. You're the only one I've contacted, so I really need you to listen to me. Please? What? Why? What's going on? Are you in trouble? I can't answer that right now. Listen, I need you to come to Maplewood Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, located in Seattle, Washington. Again, you cannot tell anyone where you're going. Seattle. Weren't you hospitalized at Bellevue? That's not important right now. I promise I'll tell you everything once you get here, but I need to know I can trust you. Naomi, of course you can trust me. I'll head out right now. Oh my god, I can't believe you guys are finally getting married. I'm so happy to have you as a new family member. We're so lucky to have you. You're so young. I wish I was as young as you. I know you're seeing a lot of new faces and I don't want to sound forceful, but I really want us to be friends. I don't want this to sound weird, but I've always wanted a younger sister to go shopping with. We can travel together and share little secrets. I know a few fancy restaurants that we can go to together. Really? That sounds so exciting. And I really appreciate this too. I was worried that I wouldn't be accepted into this family, to be honest. Thanks to you, though, I'm feeling a lot better. Glad to hear it. I'll see you later then. Take care. Yes. See you and have a nice day.
We're getting married tomorrow. Can you believe it? I'm so nervous. How about you?
Are you kidding me? Of course I'm freaking out. By the way, Naomi reached out to me a little while ago. She is a lovely person and we've become really good friends. It's like we've known each other all along.
Oh, Naomi reached out to you herself? When did that happen?
She asked for my number when we met each other for the first time. She knew I was freaking out and offered some advice, like how a life coach would.
She's a really wonderful person. When I first met her, I could instantly tell that she was a very kind and generous person. Honestly, she's too good for my brother. I have no idea why she decided to marry a guy like him. But anyways, it's great that you two get along. The fact that she reached out to you first is really amazing.
We already made plans. She's gonna take me to a new cafe down the street after I return from our honeymoon. Speaking of which, I can't believe our wedding is tomorrow. This must be a dream. We're gonna be living in the same house and see each other every day and night. When I wake up every morning, you'll be right there next to me.
I'm so happy for us. We've come a long way, but we made it. We're gonna take a lot of pictures tomorrow, and you'll be the most beautiful princess. Okay, tomorrow is our big day, meaning we need to get to bed right now unless we want to be late to our own wedding.
You're right. We need to go to bed. Sweet dreams, babe. I love you.
Love you too, always. Claire, it's me. I'm afraid I have some bad news for you. I really didn't want to deliver the news myself because I know how close you are with Naomi, but I also can't keep it a secret forever, so here I go.
Go ahead, please, I'm listening.
Well, based on your reaction, I'm assuming that no one has told you yet. And Halen is at work, so he probably doesn't know yet.
No, I didn't get any calls or texts from him today. Did something happen to Naomi? Is she ill?
Naomi was severely injured in a car accident this afternoon. She was taken to the nearby hospital immediately, but the doctors are telling me that she'll have to live as a vegetable for the rest of her life. That's it. That is, even if she is lucky at all. No one can say for sure how her body will handle it. She's in a coma right now, but I'm just glad that she's alive. Her chance of waking up is pretty low, but at least she's breathing.
A car accident? How could this happen? Why did this happen to Naomi? We were on the phone yesterday and she sounded perfectly fine. It hasn't even been 24 hours and she's just gone like that?
Well, she's still with us, but it's not looking good, I'm afraid. I got a call from one of the doctors when I was at work. I'm still trying to process this situation, but since it was an accident, it was unexpected. I know you were very close to her. She thought of you as a younger sister and loved you very much. I didn't want to hide it from you and felt that you had the right to know.
Where is she right now? I need to visit her and see it for myself.
She was taken to the ICU after her surgery and will be staying there until she shows signs of stability. They're not accepting visitors at the moment due to her condition. I'm the only one who can see her as her husband. A few other people can visit, but it's limited and her parents are on their way right now. You probably can't see her even if you came here. You shouldn't come all the way here. You should just stay at home and rest. Maybe sometime later, when things improve, you can come. I'll also do my best and let you know if there is any news on her condition. For now, please just pray for her and take care of yourself too, okay?
I wish I could be there for her and help you out. Please keep me posted and let me visit her as soon as visitors are allowed.
Thank you. It means a lot to me. I need to go see her now, so I'll talk to you later.
I heard the news from Erin just now. How's Naomi doing? Did you get to visit her today? Erin didn't tell me where she was hospitalized yet, and I heard they're not accepting more than 2 visitors at this time. I tried to get a hold of Erin for the past few days, but he wouldn't answer. I'm sure he has his hands full with all of this, so I thought you'd know. You think I would know? And also, you can't just randomly text me at this hour. Just ask Erin. And if he doesn't respond, it means he's busy and is unable to check his phone. You need to accept that some people have things to do and will not be looking at their phones all day like you. Oh, I didn't mean to sound rude or anything. I was just so worried about Naomi and no one would tell me or bring me any news about her. I still don't know which hospital she's staying at. Even if visitors are not allowed at the moment, I just want to know and see if I can help with anything. She is a freaking vegetable. Do you know what that means? There is no point in you coming to the hospital. So what do you mean you want to help? Knowing you just hold her hand and cry your eyes out, annoying everyone around you. Crying is pointless at this stage. It would just make you look stupid when everyone else knows that she won't wake up. Well, I still want to hold her hand and talk to her. I know she can't hear me, but who knows? I believe in miracles, and there have been so many cases where a person who was in a vegetative state suddenly woke up. What confuses me is that you don't sound concerned at all. You've known her for several years, so how can you be so cold like this? Do you even care what happens to Naomi? You're too emotional, and all you do is bother my son with meaningless texts and calls. FYI, it's technically her fault for not watching where she was going. If she had been smarter and more careful, this would not have happened and my son wouldn't struggle like this. We're all trying to figure it out, so you need to mind your own business and stay out. I'm sure Naomi is fighting for her life too. She's doing the best she can, and Erin and I are also taking turns to look after her. I understand. I'm sorry for lashing out at you like that. I was just so frustrated with myself and I took it out on other people. It won't happen again. Naomi, so what you're saying is that you need me to sneak into Erin's room and find some kind of legal documents that are associated with your accident. You have a feeling that the accident 5 years ago was in fact not an accident, and that's why you want to look into it in secret. It's likely that Aaron has something that might help you track it down, but you can't go because you're hiding from him.
That's correct. It's been 5 years, but I'm not suffering from any loss of memory, and I remember it pretty clearly. I was driving just like the others around me at a normal speed. Everything was normal that day, and there weren't any cars that looked suspicious. But it's so strange how there weren't any traffic cameras at the location of the accident when all the other avenues have at least one or two. And then a random car just started speeding as soon as it saw me and crashed into me. The driver made eye contact with me, and that's when he started speeding up. It was like he deliberately caused a crash after seeing me, you know what I mean? And this is just the beginning. Why wouldn't anybody tell you where I was hospitalized at?
Oh yes, and they'd repeatedly say that they're handling it well and I shouldn't come near you for various reasons that were also not explained to me.
Uh-huh. And I haven't told this to anyone yet, but on the day before the accident, they were making phone calls to multiple insurance companies. I didn't get to hear any of the calls because they were whispering amongst themselves when I was in the kitchen. Some people might say I'm paranoid or delusional, but my gut tells me that something is off.
No, it doesn't add up. I don't think this is paranoia by any means. You have a reason to be suspicious of them.
Maybe I'm delusional though, but that's still not going to stop me from looking into this. I deserve to know the truth, and I'm confident that the car accident was actually not an accident.
I support you all the way.
Wait, even if you successfully make it into his room, his computer has a passcode, doesn't it?
Oh, don't worry about that part. I got you. I used to work as an online security officer before marriage.
Oh, really? How come you never told me that?
It's relatively easy to hack into a personal computer. Leave that up to me. I'll get back to you as soon as I find anything suspicious.
I appreciate it, but stay safe. Your safety should be your priority, so if you think you'll be caught, then you just give up.
No, I'll definitely return with evidence. We both deserve to know what was actually going on.
I still feel so bad for asking you to do this. I'm just so scared that you're being forced into something you don't want to do.
What are you talking about? I offered to do this myself. If I really didn't feel like it, I would have refused from the beginning.
I'm so relieved that I have at least one person I can trust. I never wanted this to happen to us. I can't believe I dragged you into this.
Don't be ridiculous. We're sisters, remember? Don't tell me you forgot about it while you were in a coma.
That's something I would never forget, sis.
Right, so you don't have to apologize. We're sisters who support each other and help each other no matter what. That never changed. So stop being so harsh on yourself and focus on your recovery.
Thank you for saying that. I really needed that. You're the only one I can trust right now.
Just stay where you are and try to find a safer place. Meanwhile, I'll do what you asked me to do and help you as much as I can.
Okay, I should stay strong. Be safe, all right? You have to promise me that you won't do anything too dangerous.
I promise. Oh my god, I think I found something.
Oh, let me take a look. This looks very suspicious indeed.
You were right, Naomi. Everything you said was right. Your husband had planned to kill you for a long time. This may be more serious than we thought.
I knew it! He has my daily schedule written out in detail in this file. The time I leave the house, my typical driving route, the exact location of each traffic camera, etc. He knew it all. It must have been so easy for him to carry it out.
Wasn't there a moment when you noticed anything odd in his behavior? Like maybe he was watching you too closely, or he was asking unnecessary questions about your daily routine. Something like that?
No, I never noticed a thing. How could I have been so naive? I probably trusted him too much to the point where I just ignored the red flags, even though there were.
How could a human do this? He is a total psychopath.
I know, right? I can't read this further.
I have no clue what's going on. You two are married. You love each other. Isn't that why you got married in the first place? If you don't love someone after getting married, then get a divorce and call it done. You don't have to try to kill that person.
Why would he go this far to get rid of me? It would break my heart if I heard him say he didn't love me anymore like he used to.
but I would have let him go anyways. It's not like I'd want to live with a man who doesn't have any feelings for me either. I'm not that desperate.
Exactly. What pisses me off even more is that Sandra knew about this all along.
Oh, maybe they planned it together. There's no way a single person could have committed such a serious crime alone.
I knew there was something wrong with her too. She was acting really weird after that accident too.
I can see it happening. Growing up, Aaron was her favorite, not only because he's the first son in the family, but he was also just a very smart kid.
I noticed that too.
I'm certain that she was part of this whole thing. There's no way Aaron acted alone. He's clever, but he would have needed help for sure.
It was probably Aaron's idea at first, but Sandra also joined to support her son. There's no doubt about that. Tell me what I can do for you. Do we call the police right away? Should I try to gather more evidence?
I haven't figured out that part yet, but now it's confirmed that Aaron and Sandra were secretly planning to kill me for whatever reason. I cannot just sit here and hide in fear. I'm definitely gonna do something about it and let them know that I'm alive and well.
Yes, and seeing you alive is the last thing they want.
They'll pay for this. To do that, I'll need your help though.
Of course, we're in this together. I want you to know that you're not alone in this. Let's think about how we can confront them.
Hey, hun, it's me. It's been a while. I missed you so much. How have you been? I just want to see you right now.
Is it really you, Naomi? You woke up from your coma? If this is a prank, this is not funny.
No, it's me. It's your wife. No one, not even the doctors, thought that I would recover.
Oh, wow. That's great. This is amazing.
It's a miracle. It's all thanks to your care and prayers. God generously allowed me to stay by my beloved husband. I'm so lucky to be with you once again. I can't wait to see you. I love you and thank you for being there for me.
Yup, totally. I also missed you.
That's it? You missed me in what? Come on, I woke up after 5 years. This doesn't happen very often.
No, of course I'm glad that you recovered. Like you said, this is a miracle. More than a miracle.
But you're acting weird.
Well, it's just that I never imagined this day would come. You suffered from a severe brain injury, so yeah. But don't get me wrong, this is so wonderful to hear.
I'm glad that you feel that way. I also have something to ask you. What do you think about your secret master plan that I found on your computer?
Where did that come from? I have no idea what you're getting at.
Are you asking me how I know that you were trying to kill me? You made it so obvious that even an idiot would have noticed something was off.
No, I didn't do anything.
Let's go back to the day before the accident. You were saying something about my life insurance on the phone for hours and hours. Then you'd lock yourself in a room when I try to ask you about it.
I just had to check something about the bill.
I'm not done. Every nurse I've talked to literally told me that you showed up like 10 times max. Everyone at the hospital found it strange and asked me about it when I woke up.
Calm down, Naomi. I can explain.
I get it that you hate me and want me out of your sight, but you're legally my husband and my guardian. If you don't show up at all, of course people will raise questions. You didn't think about it that way, did you? You managed to kill me, but you didn't have a second plan afterwards. Too bad for you, I survived.
No. You're mistaken. I will explain everything from the beginning.
I don't need any excuses from a criminal. And you're totally stupid if you expect me to believe you and fall for your lies. I won't go easy on you. You ruined my life, so it's time for me to ruin yours. I'll see you in court, and that's when you can tell the jury what you were trying to do to me.
Court? What do you mean? Don't tell me you already contacted the police.
Why do you act so surprised? Of course I called the police. Did you think I'd just sit here and cry by myself? My husband, who I've been married to for a decade now, tried to kill me and cover it up as an accident. Do you realize what you did? I'm done. I don't have time for this BS right now. I'm blocking you.
I know it's you. Excuse me? You told Naomi what you saw on the computer, and now my son's about to get arrested. Do you know what you've done? You're the only one in our house who knows a lot about computers and technology. Don't try to lie to me. I know you did it. Oh, you figured it out by yourself. I'm impressed. I thought it would take you a few more days to realize that it was me who was helping Naomi. Well, you're not as clever as you think, and my precious Aaron is about to go to jail. Families have to stick up for each other in difficult times, but instead you stabbed us in the back and are laughing at us. Did you have to take it this far? I know Aaron has made some small mistakes in the past, but you didn't have to call the police. You should have come to us first and things would have ended it there. Why are you making a big deal out of it and sending him to prison? Why are you upset? You're not the one who had the brain injury and stayed in a coma for half a decade. You don't have a right to tell me what to do here. If there was something that I did that pissed you off, take your anger out on me, but don't drag my innocent son into the mess. This is not about who's angry at who. I just cannot understand why you and Aaron would do such a horrible thing to Naomi. What did she ever do to you? She was nothing but an angel to us. Even you were harsh on her. She never took it personally and apologized. You, out of all people, cannot do this to her. Well, there are some things that need to stay between two people, and I'm saying that there's no need for you to be involved, only to make things worse than they are. Come on, it doesn't matter who's involved. In the end, if you commit a crime, you'll be sent to jail. That's the law. Attempted murder is a serious crime. He knew that, yet he did it anyways, and now he has to accept the reality. How could you live at peace when you literally tried to end someone's life? Besides, you shouldn't blame me for going through his computer. If he had deleted all of his files, then we might have struggled a bit. But as you can see, we didn't have to do much ourselves. He dug his own grave. How can you say that to me? I was so good to you, and all you do is mock me when my son is about to get arrested. You won't get away with this. Do you really mean what you said just now? That you were good to me? I never brought this up in front of you because I didn't want to hurt your feelings, but we barely interacted with each other at all. I cannot believe what you're saying. Well, that doesn't mean I was horrible to you either. You need to give me some credit for that. Also, to put it out there, you act so cold toward my husband when he is your son too. I sometimes forget that you had two sons because of how you act towards Halen. I can go on and on, but I'll just end it here. The police know the whole story already, which means you are a part of this too. Aaron is definitely going to jail, but there is a chance that you will go with him as well. We'll see how it goes when it's time. Just to give you a heads up, we know that you were directly involved in the crime by trying to burn Naomi's clothes that she wore on the day of the accident. Concealing and/or tampering with evidence is what it's called, if I remember it correctly. What? I never did that. I don't remember anything because it's been a long time since it happened. Yeah, sure. You'll be standing next to your son you love so much when you're asked to speak in front of the judge. You'll have a chance to speak, so save it up for that time. I've said what I wanted to say, so I'm going to block you, and I hope we never have to speak to each other again.
It's me, Claire. Please, just read my text.
What do you want?
I'm very sorry for everything that happened. I never meant it. I never wanted things to be like this. I must have lost my mind and did something that I never would have done.
Really?
I lost all my money to gambling, and I was too afraid to own up to it. I know I should have been honest from the beginning, and things would have looked way different if I were honest.
You know Naomi. She would never criticize you. She's the type of person who believes in second chances. Everyone makes mistakes, and they should be given an opportunity to redeem themselves, you know?
Yes, Naomi is that kind of person, but I was so stressed out. I couldn't think properly. I acted without thinking, and by the time I had the time to reflect on my actions, it was too late. It was a mistake. Like you said, everyone deserves a second chance. So, could you please give me another chance too? I am a totally different person now, and I can prove it to you.
It was a mistake? Did I hear that correctly? Do you even know what I found on your computer? You had several folders and files neatly organized by date in order to track down Naomi's daily schedule.
No, that was for something else. That doesn't prove anything.
Are you sure?
Please, forgive me. I'll admit that I was the one who made the files. But it's true that I've changed. The trial starts in 2 days, and I'll be sentenced to at least 50 years in prison if you don't help me out here. Please, tell my wife that she should leave the past in the past and forgive me. What's been done is done, right? I can't just be stuck in jail for the rest of my life. This is unfair. I'd rather go to prison. Why is this happening to me?
You don't owe me an apology, Aaron. I'm not the one you need to speak to. You're just wasting your time if you think I need your apology. Think about who you really need to apologize to. Do you care one bit about your wife, Naomi, who was unconscious and hospitalized for 5 years because of you? She could have actually died, you know.
I already did. I apologized 1,000 times and she wouldn't even look at me. What do you want me to do? I've done everything I could, but it's not my fault that she's so angry at me. So that's why I'm asking you to tell her how sorry I am and how sincere I am. Can't you tell that I'm being genuine?
I'm starting to doubt whether you're actually being genuine or not.
My point is, she doesn't listen to me, but she'll listen to you. So if you just take 1 minute right now to message her, things will be back to normal.
Why should I do that for you? I get it now. You probably thought she'd die pretty soon and didn't think about the consequences that you'd face. The truth is, whether she died that day or not, you would have been caught and arrested someday.
Can you just help me out here?
If you think I'm going to defend you on your behalf, you're in no luck, because that's never going to happen. It's time to face the harsh reality and learn what happens if you try to murder someone for your own selfish reasons. People like you should never be out in this society. The only option you have now is to continue to ask for her forgiveness. But then I doubt she will care, so whatever. Hi, how are you? Have you been feeling better lately?
My body's not what it used to be after all. When I woke up, I was just so busy trying to hunt him down. Now that things are settling down, I'm noticing that those 5 years have really changed me, both physically and mentally.
Oh no, how bad is it?
I can't walk more than 10 minutes without taking a break. I know it sounds pretty bad right now, but I'm confident that I can go back to my old self in no time if I put in the work.
Of course. We're all here for you. We're just so glad that you're alive. It'll take some time, but you're a strong woman. You just need to believe in yourself and those around you.
I do believe in myself, and it means a lot to me to hear that there are people who support me and truly care about me.
Oh, and I wanted to let you know that the jury reached a guilty verdict, but we all knew that was going to happen. The thing is, Aaron was sentenced to 7 years in prison, while it was 6 months in prison for Sandra. I am a bit disappointed by the result. I was hoping that both of them would just spend the rest of their lives in prison, but we all knew that wouldn't happen.
Still, I was also hoping for longer sentences, especially for Aaron.
You wasted and suffered for 5 years. The fact that that's only worth 7 years in prison is ridiculous to me. They should just rot in prison and never see sunlight ever again. Oh, I'm so frustrated.
Oh, I'm just glad that it's over at last. It's a relief that I won't have to see them again. That's all I care about. You're right that they deserve more years in prison, but it's the law. I'm sure the jury did the right thing.
How can you be so calm in this situation?
At least they didn't run away, and the evidence we gathered was extremely helpful. The trial could have been a disaster if they tried to deny their actions or even worse, accuse me of making this up. Imagine that.
You're right, but I can't help it. I would have done anything to make them stay in prison as long as possible.
Oh, please, let it go, and let's talk about something else. We're lucky that we were able to prove that they were guilty.
True. You will file for divorce, right? My husband is also cutting ties with his family after discovering what happened. He was so shocked and then furious when he found out about the truth. He didn't receive proper love and care from his mom growing up, so he doesn't seem to be bothered by it, though.
Oh,
Because Sandra only loves one of her 2 children, which is Aaron.
Exactly.
As for the divorce, I should get that taken care of ASAP. I don't want to live as a criminal's wife. Plus, he tried to kill me. Why would I want to stay married to a person who wanted to end my life?
If you need help with anything, let me know.
Yeah, thanks. I'm going to be spending the next few weeks focusing on my recovery. I'd like to focus on the bright side, and I have to move on from the past. I can't keep complaining about what already happened. The future is what's important to me, not the past.
I wish I could be positive like you. I have a lot to learn from you. You're very optimistic and can make people smile even when you're going through a hard time. I promise I'll support you every step of your journey.
And I'm very lucky to have a sister like you.
No, I'm the one who's lucky to have you as a sister.
I meant it when I said I wanted to be your sister. We have a long way ahead of us and we'll continue to support each other as always.
When Erin tried to attempt to kill Naomi by hiring a person to cause a car accident, she almost died and was in a vegetative state for 5 whole years. However, his plan failed when she miraculously woke up from her coma one day, shocking everyone, including the doctors and nurses. I was easily able to hack into Erin's computer as I used to work as an online security officer. There were several folders and files that all indicated that he was planning to kill his wife all along. To be completely honest about it, I couldn't believe what I saw at first. He would go that far for some insurance money? Who knew? I just thought of it that way because to me, they looked like they were doing fine on the outside. That's why I just assumed that Erin was trying to get rid of her without making it as an official divorce, since he was afraid that people would criticize him for leaving his wife. I didn't think it would be a financial issue. My husband, Halen, was also very surprised to hear that his mother and his brother acted perfectly fine for several years after committing a serious crime like attempted murder. He didn't want to be associated with them and cut ties. Lastly, Sandra and Aaron were sent to prison and would live their lives in shame. Naomi is slowly recovering and has shown significant improvements. She's able to walk and carry out daily activities without assistance. She'll continue to go to the rehab center for a while, but we are all happy to see her doing so well. She'll also be joining us in our trip to Hawaii next year, and I can't wait to make more beautiful memories with the people I love. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video, and please like and subscribe.